Heyo everyone, Hexi here, and today we're on the final break mission for SD Gundam Battle Alliance. Today I'm gonna be using the O Gundam, which has 6 shots on its beam rifle, a single lunging stab with its beam saber, and 4 explosive shots for its beam rifle. Now, first we're gonna go left here to get these 2 enemies. They're completely optional, but I'm planning to kill everything today. In the spirit of kill them all Tomino, I've gotta kill them all. So, we're gonna grab our first chest here on that right path once we circle back around. And then we're gonna kill off the Leos that spawn. And then we're gonna jump in this little pit here, where we find McGillis and the Bale Gundam fighting against these GNXs and Zakus. I'm sure nothing bad could possibly come from teaming up with this guy, so we're gonna do that. Now, once we wipe out these resisting forces, we're gonna wanna climb that cliff there. Just gonna head up here, but halfway up you want to make sure to turn right, because otherwise you might miss this chest that's on this cliff that's too high to reach from the ground. And that's gonna spawn in these 2 Doms. There were also more GNXs that spawned behind us, but we won't worry about them right now. They're gonna come to us. Oh, sorry, they're A-heads. Basically the same, though. Once we finish off these guys, we can continue with the mission. Just climb these ledges to reach the first mini-boss of the level. Now the first one's Healing Care in the Garazo. And one of the things that you need to worry about is that basically any time that he's not floating towards you, if he makes any sort of movement, be prepared for a lunge, because he likes to use lunging attacks. So keep your guard up. You might be able to catch him in a counter. Whenever he breaks like that, you can launch him into aerial attacks. Unlike me, I'll probably get him later. As you can see, anytime he stops hovering around slowly, he launches into menacing, slashing attacks. So you definitely don't want to be anywhere near those whenever they go off. I've definitely got good back attack game here, but my counter game's a little weak. I'm getting a bit beat up. But there we go, down he goes. That's our first victory. This mission's a little long. There are 2 mini-bosses and a final one, so we've still got a ways to go. However, I see an important chest up ahead. don't fall down, because otherwise you'll have to find another way to get up on that cliff. And I'm not saying that you can't find another way, I'm just saying it's easier from where you first come in. Now if we head over here, there's another secret chest hidden in this corner, and a mini boss in the form of this lady in the blue Gira Doga. So we fight her and her little troop of guys back here, and she has a fuck ton of health. But that's okay, I'll hit her with the dashing charge. Spa time! And down she goes. And we can get back to collecting chests and killing dudes. Just gonna make sure I didn't miss any. And onward. Here come these Zakus. Just gonna hit him with a bunch of charged attacks, and there we go. Once again, making sure I didn't miss any enemies, and on to the next mini-boss. It's Revival on the Gedessa. This one's very similar to the Garazo, only instead of blocking to avoid getting hit by lunges, you're gonna want to dodge to avoid getting hit by beam attacks. They like to fire off a lot of these small beams, and every once in a while they'll fire off a big one. It's a good idea to let your allies draw some of the fire away from you, and then aim for those back attacks. Here goes the spa again! I was just letting them target anyone but me, and then in we go. Oh. Gonna wanna aim for those back attacks. They do extra damage. See, there's one of those big beam attacks, and I got it with the perfect guard. Just gonna wanna watch out for those. And down they go. Collect all their goodies, and then before we leave here, we're gonna want to get the chest that spawns from them. Hop up these cliffs. You're gonna want to go to the ones that are to the left and not the rightmost one, because these Leos are gonna spawn and run away, leading you straight to this other chest. And I think that's pretty much it for chests, aside from the one that spawns after the final boss, so we should be good. With all those Leos wiped out, now we can take the rightmost path. Up here, where we get ambushed by some grazes. I forgot their name for a second. It's been a while since I've watched IBO. But we're just gonna get these guys out of our way and kill them all. Collect all that money. And we're on to the final fight for the mission. It's Gaelio in the Gundam Kamaris Vidar. Now he's got a couple of unblockable attacks, so I just recommend not getting close to him for this fight. Like, I'm pretty sure his drill knee will instantly go through your block attempts unless you counter. And that's the only way to really fight him, is either you have perfect counters or you keep your distance. And now it's time to go to the spa! But it wasn't enough. His health bar was pretty high. Now, I'm not sure if I could have blocked that attack, but I definitely should have countered it with a reversal. But I just didn't think to press the button combination at the time. It's whatever. Just keep it in mind whenever you're playing if you're having a hard time. Now thankfully that jump attack was blockable, and I'd be very upset if it wasn't. Because it can just come at you out of nowhere. There he goes, breaking my guard, forcing me to heal up and everything. But it's okay, we'll get him. And there we go, hitting him with the perfect counter. And oh, the spa's charged. Oh, another perfect counter. Time to finish this off. Come on. Go to the spa. Down he goes. Way to go, Hexi. And with that, we've finished the break missions. That's all of those down. Just 5 more true missions, and then the boss fights. Make sure you pick up this last chest after he's dead. That's all I've got time for this week. Ciao for now, everyone. And Hexi, out. Thanks go out to my Patreon supporters. Your donations mean the world to me, and I thank you for supporting my future endeavors.